From translation, NIV, New International Version. This 277 day of the year. Today we are reading passages Obadiah, Jonah. Obadiah chapter 1, verses 1 to 22. The vision of Obadiah. This is what the sovereign Lord says about Edom. See, I will raise up this nation against you from the land of the east. They will take your wealth and plunder your cities and carry off your livestock. They will strip your land of all its riches. The pride of your heart has deceived you, you who live in the clefts of the rocks and whose home is on high, you who say to yourself, who can bring me down to the ground? Though you build your nest as high as the eagles, and though you set it among the stars, from there I will bring you down, declares the Lord. If thieves came to you, if robbers by night, how you have been destroyed! Would they not steal only what they wanted? Oh, how Esau will be pillaged, his treasure plundered. All your allies will force you to flee. They will trap you at the border. Your friends in whom you trusted will betray you and leave you to wander in the wilderness, where you will be trapped with no one to rescue you. In that day I will destroy the wise ones of Edom, the sages of the mountains of Esau, declares the Lord. Your warriors will be terrified, Teman, so that every man will be cut down from the mountains of Esau. Because of the violence against your brother Jacob, you will be covered with shame. You will be cut off forever. On the day you stood aloof, and on the day strangers took your wealth, and you cast lots for foreign troops, and you made them one of your brother's lots, you should not have gloated over your brother in the day of his misfortune. You should not have spoken proudly in the day of distress. You should not have entered the city of my people in the day of calamity and looted his goods in the presence of foreigners. You should not have stood where the roads divide to send one to flee and the other to safety in the day of the Lord's anger. The cup of the Lord's wrath will be turned on you, and dishonor will cover your glory. The same cup will be filled to overflowing and will be poured out on you. You will be drunk and stripped naked. But on Mount Zion will be deliverance. There it will be holy, and the house of Jacob will possess their possessions. The house of Jacob will be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. The house of Esau will be stubble, and they will set it on fire and burn it up, for there will be no survivors from Esau. The Lord has spoken. The people of the Negev will occupy the mountains of Esau, and the people of the Shephelah will possess the Philistines. They will occupy the fields of Ephraim and Samaria, and Benjamin will possess Gilead. This company of Israelites who were exiled among the nations will return from Canaan, taking the land of Ashkelon as their heritage. The Lord will restore the honor of Jacob's descendants and save them from the power of their enemies. Then the house of Jacob will be a lord among the nations. They will make for themselves an army like mine and bring to an end the rule of the nations over them. They will be free from their oppressor and will rule harshly over their enemies. The Lord will rescue his people, and all who trust in him will be set free from the power of the wicked. Jonah chapter 2, verses 1 to 17. The word of the Lord came to Jonah, son of Amittai. Arise, go to the great city of Nineveh, and call out against it, for their evil has come up before me. Jonah rose to flee to Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. He went down to Joppa and found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare and went down into it, to go with them to Tarshish, away from the presence of the Lord. But the Lord hurled a great wind upon the sea, and there was a mighty tempest on the sea, so that the ship threatened to break up. Then the mariners were afraid, and each cried out to his God. And they threw cargo that was in the ship into the sea to lighten it for them. But Jonah had gone down into the inner part of the ship, and had lain down and was fast asleep. So the captain came and said to him, "What do you mean, you sleeper? Arise, call out to your God. Perhaps the God will give a thought to us, that we may not perish." And they said to one another, Come, let us cast lots, that we may know on whose account this calamity has come upon us. So they cast lots, and the lot fell on Jonah. Then they said to him, Tell us, on whose account this calamity has come upon us? What is your occupation? And where do you come from? What is your country? And of what people are you? And he said to them, I am a Hebrew, and I fear the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land. Then the men were even more afraid, and they said to him, What is this that you have done? For the men knew that he was fleeing from the presence of the Lord, because he had told them. Then they said to him, What shall we do to you, that the sea may quiet down for us? For the sea grew more and more tempestuous. He said to them, Pick me up and hurl me into the sea. Then the sea will quiet down for you, for I know it is because of me that this great tempest has come upon you. Nevertheless, the men rowed hard to get back to dry land, but they could not, for the sea grew more and more tempestuous against them. Therefore they called out to the Lord, O Lord, let us not perish for this man's life, and lay not on us innocent blood, for you, O Lord, have done as it pleased you. So they picked up Jonah and hurled him into the sea, and the sea ceased from its raging. Then the men feared the Lord exceedingly, and they offered a sacrifice to the Lord, and made vows. And the Lord appointed a great fish to swallow up Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights.